Radio Diamond 87.7 FM presents their media partners. Bex Live, here in Manchester on the 18th of October at the prestigious Renaissance Marriott Hotel, Blackfriars Street, Manchester. Bex Live, Northwest, simply the best.
Radio Diamond, Radio Diamond, Radio Diamond, Radio Diamond on 87.7 FM.
Yo, listen up, this is Robbie G telling you.
Yeah, man, and this is Eddie Nesta, the one, the only gold teeth, side teeth, front teeth, living done.
Hey, what's up? We are For Flavor.
Hi, this is Rena Scott.
Hi, this is Valerie.
And John from New Shoes.
Hey, this is Carl McIntosh from Loose Ends. You're tuning into
Radio Diamond on 87.7 FM.
Be there, I don't be nowhere. Sin.
That's what I'm listening to, you get me? Nice.
Ready?
Just relax and enjoy the ride.
Radio Diamond, Radio Diamond, Radio Diamond, Radio Diamond. Celebrating Black History Month. Live on Radio Diamond 87.7 FM.
Okay, kings and queens, Imani's in the house. Come on, sister.
Empress Divine.
Yes, we're doing a show. We've got a special show. I can't speak. Special show for you today, and we have 3 great guests. So they're going to introduce themselves very quickly.
Yes, warmest greetings to ones and ones. It's good to be here. Diamond Radio.
Radio Diamond.
Radio Diamond, yeah. You know. So yeah, I'm good to be here. So I'm looking forward to this. Being interviewed and
And hello Manchester, and warmest greetings to Radio Diamond, especially Imani. We finally thanks for making this possible, and also our guests as well, guest radio hosts as well. Warmest greetings from London Jammers. Thank you.
Empress Divine, Imani, and Francis. Queen Niyah, sorry, forgive me. Greetings to you, greetings to Manchester. My name's Edison. I hope we have a good show. Whatever comes up.
Let me get the names again. Empress Divine, and
Empress Queen Niyah,
and Imani.
Say hello, my friend. And break the cherry.
Hi, Manchester. Edison and Batchelor from London. I'm here as an observer.
Good morning, good afternoon, good night, good evening, Akwaba, welcome. You're listening to 97.7 FM, Radio Diamond, or you can get us on www.radiodiamond.co.uk. And just to say good morning to the family that's here with us today. And my name is Queen Niyah.
Yay! Right, so we're going to get started. So, is that a check? Huh? No, we're live and direct. Live and direct. So that was everybody. As you can hear, we have got a packed show for you. We've got fantastic co-hosts and a fantastic guest. So, Empress, did you want to should we get started? Should we just get everyone to introduce themselves? What do you think?
Absolutely. I really want to thank everyone who are here. We also have, all the way from London, our esteemed guests. Well, it's wonderful that you're all here today. And we're in quite an interesting time in history, because we are now looking into the 70th year of PACM. And we've got some activities that will be coming up in Manchester. Manchester holds a lot of beautiful and wonderful journeys and experience. So we thank you all for being here today. And we're going to be looking at the decline of community radio, which is something which we need to be thinking about from a perspective of, well, what does that mean to ourselves, our generations? Have we lost our creativity? So these are questions that we're going to be looking at. I'd like to first speak with Douglas, and I'd like you to introduce yourself. I know I've known Douglas for a long time in the community. You've been an activist, a radio personality, event organisers with SLR Radio in London, as well as Find Your Voice, as well as a dear friend. So I'd like you to introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about you and why you're here today.
Okay. Again, give thanks. Give thanks for life. Give thanks for our ancestors. Give thanks for our parents, because the reality is that if we went for our parents, we wouldn't be here right now. If we went for our grandparents, our parents would be here. So that's why we must give thanks. And I give thanks, that I'm here, and give thanks for the hard work, Sister Imani and our Divine, Princess Divine, who's been working tirelessly to make this happen. The question you asked me, sister, is about the kind of black radio. Yeah. What really look at things more seriously, right? When we put a vent on with the Honourable Dr. Africa, and the amount of people come out, and we talk about elderly people coming out. The discussion was about diabetes and arthritis, right? And they get to hear about it because of SLR radio. So therefore, we use it as a vehicle to empower our people, And my argument in the day is that, we should be working more together and empowering the community with the voice of the. Because let's face it, the community racism, they are the voice of the people. Them, they are the voice of the people. Them, because we want this kind of conversation on LBC and these other DBDB station there. Only on communities like this, and that's why we show respect and show the value. That's why it's very important for me to paint a picture in people's mind, the value of community radio station. And the reason why I'm up here today, again, is to show the value and respect for community radio station and see how we can work together and make an impact in the community.
Wonderful. Wow. Okay. And we also have another two guest speakers, and that is Edison.
Yes.
Edison, would you like to tell us a little bit about yourself?
Okay.
Tell us a little bit more about yourself in regards to who you are.
Okay.
What you do, why you're here in Manchester.
Okay. I come under the invitation of Sister Imani and Dougie to initially just speak about the decline of radio. So the community radio concept is really just an extension of the community family, where everyone has an opportunity to talk and share what's going on, all different types of news. So when there's a decline in something like that, the voice is shut out. Not everyone is hearing everything that's taken on. I find that, the transfer of information from adult to parent to child is somehow being lost, and these talk shows and things like that give the mothers a chance to talk to their daughters, give the fathers a chance to speak to their sons and impart the information what they've gathered through their lifetimes. So community radio gives different areas, because each area has its own unique issues and it has its own unique stories, and that is pertinent to what is going on in that environment. So it's like, the old beating drums back in the day. Now we have community radios to actually beat that drum and share that information with everyone around. So yeah, for me, I'm always interested in seeing how people empower themselves by understanding themselves, knowing how they think, understanding who they are, and see how they fit in with themselves, the environment, and the reality at large. So yeah, I'm more anything connected to that. That's where I chirp in and I can articulate the little bit that I know. Okay.
Absolutely wonderful, wonderful. And we also have Janice. How did you get your name?
Oh, that's from the sound days. I'm a DJ, really, and initially I don't know. I had a vision actually of the name on the T-shirt, really, and we just started calling the Sound Jammers, and we started packing out the dances, so the name just seemed appropriate. And then I started to do promotions and still jammed out the dances as well. So that's how my name came about. But now it's even more appropriate because I'm coming to jam up the system of the word game that they play.
You're author of Decoding Language?
Yeah, that's correct, yeah.
Okay, as well as Speaker Club.
It's the Speakers Club, yeah.
The Speakers Club,
Yeah.
okay. Can you tell us a little bit more about that?
Well, I had a little life journey under extreme circumstances, and in that, it's like a gift has been given to me to look at the words in a different way and to find a way out of the situation that we're in relation to the teaching and the learning that's been given to us. And from that, I was able to sort of decipher Latin, all the languages, look into our Kemetic roots, and find a different way of sort of empowering ourselves. But in that journey, I found I was good at communicating like one-to-one radio stations among friends. But then when I went out into the public, it was a whole different arena. So rather than going to Toastmasters or going through their system of training, I decided let me create our own school where we can teach ourselves, and that was the formulation of the Speakers Club, which has been successful.
And that school is where?
That's in London at the moment.
No, sorry.
Well, just London, because we want to take over the whole of the UK, really. So let's see.
Wonderful. Wonderful. We're co-hosting today with myself, Empress Divine, and Imani Speaks. We're on Radio Diamond, and you can call on the text line, which is 07785 729687.
312-1548.
And the direct number so you can call in is 0161 312 1548. And we're looking at the decline of community radio. We've got a number of speakers here who will be looking at spending the day with us, and we'll be having an event this evening, so you can also join us, and we do welcome you to join us, and that's at 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. and that's over at Support for Progress, Westwood Street, Manchester 144SW. We'll be looking at a short film presentation, as well as inviting fellow DJs, presenters, people from the community to come along and look at what's happening with the disappearing voices of community radio. I'm going to hand over to Imani now.
Oh my god. So, as you can hear, I better get on the mic, you won't hear me. Can you hear me? Yes. Mm-hmm. Everybody hear me? Okay, so as you can hear, we have got a jam-packed show for you. And we're going to delve into the question of, is community radio declining? Brother Dougie, when we talk about community radio, are we talking about community radio as in for all people, all nationalities, or are we talking about a specific portion of the community? What would you say?
Okay then. What I would say is, after someone liberating with fellow colleagues, right? I discussed with Brother Minty, and he was saying, and I do agree with him, that it shouldn't really decline of black radio. It's really the rise of black radio. And the reason why I'm saying that, because community radio station is raising up some level of consciousness to our people in the community. Yeah. So the argument will be, right, how can we be more of a force now? You know, how, you see, put it this way, I remember Supreme said to me, right, with our discussion, right, people come every single week and watch their football team play. Whether they win or lose, whether if it's rain, snow, they come out. What is it with individuals who come and watch their team play football, right? The question we ask is, how can we get our people now, not to listen to radio, also come to events as well? You see my argument? So the question is, right, how can the races be more attractive now to get people to come to events and get people to start looking to community radio station, right? So it's about what? Being more professional, being more professional in terms of presenting, having different kind of subject matters so people can relate to. So that's where the challenge really come to. You see what I'm saying? And what I want to do really is have a dialogue with people, because our end objective is we're looking to have a documentary. So we're looking to get some contents together and see how we can make a documentary and again paint the value in people's mind, the value of community radio station.
Community radio stations, do you see there's a difference between pirate radio stations, which is what I've grown up with?
We're talking about pirate. I don't use the word pirate. I use the word community radio station. You know, so when I use the word community, you know what I mean.
We're looking at the roots of where a lot of our voices.
Because you gotta understand that people like Tony Blackburn and these other people, where did they start from? They started from pirate. That's where they started from. Most of them.
And that particular word has a particular derogative meaning.
Of course it has.
Yeah.
It is good.
Yeah.
You know.
But for many years it has been used in
and in fact,
describe those who are not maybe official or
but we gotta understand, my sister, that I mean people like Trevor Nelson and DJ Lane and all these other people there who are well, established now, right? They started from a pirate station.
Whenever we actually take something on, we change it into something else, again, original in a different kind of way that no one can actually handle or control. So whenever we start producing our own stuff and doing our own stuff and talking of issues in our own unique way, because we go beyond the label, we go to the root, we see where it all comes from, and when we start articulating in that way, people become scared because we're falling out of the program pattern of behavior.
And that's when we connect to our own source. If you look at the middle of the word source, you see our. That's our power. But what they do, they come in as an entrepreneur. Look at the word entrepreneur. Enter is a French word, means between, and preneur means taker. So they come in between our natural source and start to take things from us. So that's why we have to reconnect as a community and support our community radio.
You've really given a lot of impact in terms of the concept of some of the words that you're using in terms of breaking down. Do you think that you could create a new vocabulary?
Well, we can create another vocabulary, but what we can do, just like you've given us a knife, we don't have to use the knife to cut ourselves, and we come from a higher intelligence, so we can use the same words, and once we reconfigure them, we can use them in a way that we can empower ourselves with. Yeah.
I just want to ride on what Brother Edison said, the whole thing about identity, and to me that's the key, because once you identify who you are, you will have a purpose and you have a direction, so it's very important to understand who we are.
Yeah, as Brother Javers was talking about words and impacts of words, again, a big job was done to make sure we're not encouraged to take on our own African languages and different concepts, because the way in which you pronounce a word, we were discovering that each letter has a corresponding element of earth. It also has a corresponding frequency of sound, and it affects you in a certain part of your body. So the language has been constructed. They always speak of the concept of spells, but you don't appreciate that those 5 little letters have been designed in a certain way to create a certain effect within your body. Why does the term stop you? You have to understand why it creates a certain effect within your body.
And if you look at the word spell, you can see how they've constructed this language with, if you look at the word compel, that means to go towards something. Repel means to reverse something. So what's spell then? S looks like a snake, it sounds like a snake. Then you've got pel. So pel is a silent force. See, when you break down the sounds, you can hear what they're trying to do and break and decode the language.
Yeah, as we say, the classic S is a fire sound. So it's a creative energy. So when they say shh, automatically you stop, because again, the letter after it, they initiate the word with the S, and the H basically decides which direction you're going to go. Nothing is by accident. There's deeper knowledge that is out there, but sadly all of us are scared to go near it because they've very carefully constructed our emotions. Carefully constructed our emotions behind certain terms and certain triggers. So at this moment in time, we have to not only unlearn but find out what is available. We are stretched. As long as we stretch into ourselves, into our deeper selves, start listening to our minds. And the one thing they've taken from us, the worst thing is, we do not trust our own mind. We trust what everyone else says. Okay?
That is so awesome. But we're going to go to break. But when we come back, there's so much more of this. So stay locked in. Okay, kings and queens, we are live on Radio Diamond. And I'm Imani Speaks in the house.
And Empress Divine.
And we also have
Queen Niyah.
And we have some fantastic guests, haven't we, ladies?
Absolutely,
Queens.
absolutely. We've got all the way from London, Dougie.
Yes, home is Greens again.
From Find Your Voice
Find Your
and
Voice.
SLR Radio. We've also got in the house Jammers.
Yeah, thank you, sisters. Excellent.
Founder of the Speakers Club, also of Decoding Language.
Yeah, that's correct. Yes,
absolutely fantastic.
Yeah,
Just been flicking
down
through. And yeah, that copy's mine, right?
Oh, right. I think it's going to have to be yours.
And we also have in the house Edison, who's a spiritual healer and teacher.
Also, you can check my Facebook page called Ancestral Essence, which basically breaks down. Essentially, I created it because there's a lot of people doing various spiritual activities, and what I found, like myself, for many years we were just traveling around trying to look for greater definition from the Western aspect to the African aspect and the deeper ancestral roots. So be through my connection with my own ancestors and various things like that, we started to write various posts covering all the different things from an ancestral angle. So we go way beyond what is the current expected norm in a given situation. We'll break down pregnancy and all different kind of matters, where we'll take it from how the ancestors community basically communicated together to create various situations. It's hard to convey in a couple of lines, but if you go to that page on Facebook, it goes quite into some serious detail about things you really just would not even conceive of, because you wouldn't ever look at it from that angle. We go into the mind and how your melanin is used as a building material to create the visions that you see.
Okay, so connecting with real people in regards to, for those that are not on Facebook, or don't want to be on Facebook.
I'm going to eventually put it on the web, but initially that was the platform I started.
And that, sorry.
And it was coming. Couldn't let that go.
And that's why we're not responding to the certain words, because we're trained to take a thought process and not hear what they're saying. His story. We shouldn't have a problem with that, because the story is his fabrication, but we're reacting in a way where it shouldn't affect us at all, because we want to concentrate on our reality.
Yeah. Go on, man. Crack on.
And if you look at they say the pen is mightier than the sword. Look at the word words. Take the end from the end of words, put it at the front. You see the word sword. Look at the word sword. Take the S at the end of it and put it at the front. You see the word words. So they realise these words are what they've been using to cut us down. See, by the very way they put it, and they put it in and listen to it. They give you an explanation. X means to leave. Leave plain. Explain means to leave plain. Meaning, a mean man doesn't give you anything. Meaning in mathematics means average. So when you're looking for a meaning and you're looking for explanation, they're just giving you the basic.
Are you actually doing classes?
Again, we're moving in that direction. We have an event planned next month where we're going to actually do a workshop, where by the end of the workshop, my aim is everyone can connect to their people. It's a way you can teach it something out of Ifa, which is something fairly straightforward, but the combinations of how you think, how you communicate. I already said, Imani, before I leave London, we're going to show her how to do it, and whoever's interested. So we'll try and break that down before we go.
Yeah, I could just jump in there, because Edison, you open up some cans of worms here, man. Y'all get people brain cells wide open here, and and the reason why I want to jump in, because, and you even said it, that your thing about religion, it's almost mess up our minds. It's turn it upside down.
Exactly.
And you see, personally speaking, if your religion is making you more productive, more responsible to yourself, to your family, to your community, I don't have a problem with it. But if it's not doing that, I have to question it. I have to question it. And you see, also, right, in the middle of the word belief, there's a word called lie.
Yeah, exactly.
You see?
Exactly.
So there's a clue there, right? And the reason why I'm jumping there, because let me show you some madness, right? Right? I had a conversation with a brother, right? He was in a sauna, right? And we was talking about God and this and that. And I said to him, where's God? The man tells me God's in the sky.
Exactly.
So I said, brethren, people go up there all the time.
Exactly.
How come I don't see God up there? Right? Right? And in fact, I interviewed the Reverend Tuesday, right? And he said to me that as he's passing the clouds, he took a picture, right? And the reason why he done that, because part of his presentation, he wanted to prove to people that he took a picture and he didn't see God up there, right? No, but the problem I'm trying to say to my brother, people do believe God's up there somewhere in the sky.
But then you see, it's, the sad part of it is it's the breakdown of the term, isn't it?
Yeah.
Our Father who art in heaven. Yeah? Heaven was merely the Jewish word for sky in the heavens. They all used to worship the sun. Hence the word Amen is Amen Ra. So everyone knows all they were really ever worshipping was the sun. Hence the holy day is Sunday. So effectively, all of these are fake, and the concept is as well, if you think about it properly, we all know that the planet is moving around the sun. We know that the sun is moving around the galaxy, hence the old concept about Mars. So the sky and the atmosphere is constantly always changing. We're never in the same place. So when someone sees the sky, it's merely up in the air. It doesn't determine where we are in the universe. When someone says, where are you? Where are you? You're basically on a designated spot on a spaceship that is traveling around space. That's who you physically are.
On a spaceship?
We're on a spaceship. The Earth is a spaceship traveling around the universe, no? That's effectively all that it is. So therefore, if you're on a spaceship, how can you lock down the concept of where is God? Effectively, the only constant is the sun.
We're going off topic a little bit. And to be off topic, you've conjured up some other questions in my mind, which is completely off topic. And I want to ask you about the dog star.
Well, that's the serious concept, isn't it? Again, how do you put it? You asked earlier about how do we get off the planet? Okay. And effectively, again, depending on where you are in your metaphysical sort of development, you realize that we are looking out at the world. Okay. What we're actually looking at, forgive me, is a mind simulation. We've collated all the information from what we hear, see, and from our eyes. We don't look with it. We look with our eyes. We don't see. With our ears, we hear, but we don't listen. We view. No, the actual thing takes place actually in your mind. Your eye just really collates information. We create the concept that it appears that we're looking at our eyes because there's a delay in the information actually being present. So if it's a case where you're looking through your mind at the third eye, which is literally creating what you see outside, you then, at the speed at which you take the information via your eyes, in your ears, you all create this constant picture. Because you imagine, how's the best way to describe it? You also judge the images that you see.
So the third eye is the mind.
It's the only eye. It's the only eye. The two eyes are really information gathering. So the third eye is that. So all you're ever looking at is a simulation in your mind. Effectively, how can you judge a moment, see it, hear it, smell it, all at the same time? All of this information comes in, and then you basically coalesce all this information and create the third eye. So you're always looking in the past. So that information is already transferred. Your eye is broken down into different aspects where you see up and down, you see images flickering in the side, you see color, It's, you know, all these, a person who's blind can still see things moving, showing that that's a different aspect of sight. So all we're ever doing is collating this image and looking at it. There's so many different things in which they've sort of taught us to focus on our external world like it's our real world. Now, your eyes look both ways. So if
we're listening in color.
We're listening in color as well. Yeah, the vibration, because again, this is why I said your color, when you see a color, you're seeing a vibration. Because again, if you want to create a certain effect within an individual, you can put on a certain color. So when he looks at you, he'll treat you in a certain way, which means that the color isn't just a visual phenomenon. It's something which the mind interprets and processes in a certain way and creates a certain type of behavior just from visualizing it.
But
it came from somewhere.
I want to just jump in there, Edison, because you consult. There are some consultants. My brain cell working overtime here. So I'm gonna ask you a question.
Shoot.
So if someone's having like going through depression or mental health, and because you know that comes back to what's happening in the past.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah. I mean, who would one?
The first thing you ask, all right, depression is often an idea that someone can't come to terms with. We don't really realize that our mind is actually a stomach and a womb at the same time. It also creates our reality, but it also processes our reality as well. So whenever something comes in,
I have a gut feeling.
Say that again.
That's our mind.
Your mind is the
it's a stomach and a womb. Because it creates and it also digests everything you visually see. And there's some things you just can't process. And when you can't process that thing in your mind, it creates depression. Because you can't get beyond the point. We're stuck in time. You could have a man sitting in a chair for hours because he can't find an answer to a question. And to him, it was a minute. He didn't realize he was there for days. And they say, what is it? I just can't get over it. I can't get over it. And we spend our whole life finding distractions to things we can't get over. And so we're functioning, but we're really still stuck in that moment. And if it's a bad situation that took place, you find a person creating drugs, alcohol, just to shut down that thought from actually coming and constantly reappearing looking for the answer.
Because it's pain.
It's pain.
It's pain.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So you
so
can
the biggest force in life is pain and pleasure.
But again,
that's why most people take drugs and alcohol to block out the pain.
Exactly.
Yeah. That's why people like Elvis Presley, Amy Whitehouse, because they're in a lot of pain. That's why they take drugs.
There's a bit more to that.
Yeah, but no.
We don't want me to go down that road. Because if I go down that road, we're lost. But there we go. We'll lose everyone. No, trust me. None of those people are acting of their own accord. Because there's a whole set of concepts as well where when someone has what we call a pain body, okay, every day you wake up and as soon as you open your eyes, you're in pain. And that pain is what motivates you to do the actions and things that you do, because you're trying to overcome the pain of the idea of who you are every day. So you're constantly running away from your past, because your past is telling you you're not this, you're not that, you're not this, you're not that. And you're constantly saying, I need to get the job, I need to get the partner, I need to get this. And then those thoughts will go away. But guess what? They don't go away. You have to go back and deal with those issues and realize that you were not the reason for those things taking place. Now there's a whole nother level of understanding where those pain bodies, as we call them, those concepts are taken over by various other intelligences. Because when you actually have a thought, how many different thoughts come to argue with you? How many times you see a man sitting there arguing with himself? I say, what's wrong with you? He says, okay, I'm having this thought, I'm having that thought, I'm having this thought. Which one is me? There's only one of you that can do something. That is the you. But every other thought is trying to convince you that they're more powerful than you, and they can control you to do what it is that you need to do. So you'll go and use that temptation. Someone will say, go and do this or say that to that person, and that's another energy that is really communicating with you. You don't want to go into the whole heaven and hell thing, my friend. Leave that alone for another day. You don't have to start talking about that, because that will go on to another subject. So essentially,
wow. That is absolutely powerful. Wow, we're tuned into Radio Diamond. And you can interact with us for the last 15 minutes on 0161 312 1548, or you can actually use the text line, which is 077 8572 9687. Time now is 10 minutes.
10 minutes?
I think we got 10 minutes. 10 minutes. The decline of community radio.
Can I introduce Dougie, because you've got skills in keeping the community together, yeah? So how do we, what's the solution?
Just speaking.
We're going to get to that in a moment. Yeah, the decline of the decline of community radio is the topic that we're speaking about, and we have an event that we want to invite you to this evening. So come along and join us between 6 p.m. and 9 p.m. over at Support for Progress, Westwood Street, Manchester, M14 4SW. You'll be seeing a short film. We'll be having a panel of discussion on the topic of the decline of community radio.
Okay. I want to comment a little bit about the event later on, because what we're looking to achieve here, because there will be a panel, and obviously we'll just give a little breakdown on why we're here and what we're trying to achieve, right? But those who've been involved with radio stations for the last so many years, we need to hear their story. We need to hear what they have to say, because it's important we hear what they say and, document it. It's very, very important. So it's very important. Those who's been involved in radio for so many years, you need to come out and want to hear your story. Yeah.
And that's this evening between 6 and 9 over at Support for Progress, Westwood Street, Manchester, M14 4SW. Come out and hear more from Brother Dougie, Jammers and Edison. Wow. I can listen to you more than all day. I'm like thinking, you're not going off. You're not going back. But it's been wonderful, and thank you again, Sister Imani Speaks. It's been an absolute pleasure for me.
Let's big up Imani. Come on, give her that.
Fantastic, absolutely fantastic. So we're looking forward to hearing a bit more this evening.
Okay.
Thank you.
Wow, kings and queens, I'm sure you're as bowled over as I am. I'm just speechless. I'm just like soaking all this knowledge up. It's just been an amazing show. It's been an amazing show. And I thank you so much, Brother Dougie, Brother Jammers, Brother Edison, and Brother Batchelor is standing in the background, speaking so much knowledge, but he won't on the mic. So what we've got, we've got about 3 minutes. So just 1 minute each to just say your goodbyes and what you thought of, what you think of Manchester.
Well, we haven't seen much, have we?
Well, we just come. So I mean, when we pulled up, the guy, where's Clement Road?
Yeah, exactly, and he was on it.
And he said to us that, the brother, he said to us, we're miles away.
Yeah, exactly.
Then we realised he's only joking with us, we're on the same road there. But Manchester, I mean, I've been there a few times, and it's always been a nice vibes here. And I'm just glad to be here, and in the future, I just want to be able to see if we can come down there more regular and start doing things, So, yeah, it's the beginning of something great. As Les Brown says, that'd be great to start. We have to start to be great.
Jammers?
No, it's okay. No, and honestly, I'm looking forward to seeing Manchester again. I haven't been for a long time, and we want to see how things have changed and just see people that looks like ourselves who live somewhere else, and just see how they interact with the world and how everything goes. But it's been a pleasure, and I hope you invite us down another time.
Absolutely.
Go ahead.
Yeah, and I hope you invite us down another time. And that's what it is to say. We're living in the present. Everything's been pre-sent. So I'd like to once again thank you for inviting us down. It's been a pleasure so far, so good.
Thank you so much, kings and queens. Well, I've had a great time. I hope you've had a great time, and definitely I'll be back tomorrow. But we're going to have a great time down at Progress or
Support for Progress.
Yeah, sorry.
And
this is this evening, yeah,
between 6 p.m. and 9 p.m. So come and let us know what your journey has been over the years of community radio. Were you a DJ? Were you a presenter? Did you start any of the different radio stations that we've heard about in the past? Come along and, let us reminisce. Let us look at the journey that we've gone through. Is it a decline or is it a rise? Thank you again. And that's Empress Divine. I'll speak to you again soon.
Okay, we're all going to say goodbye together, the three of us. Me, Imani Speaks, Divine and Queen.
Good night. Goodbye.
Good
afternoon.
Okay. Oh, yeah. Blessings, thank you. Take care of each other, as I always say. Special, small acts of kindness always takes you far. Be good to people. Just do the best you can and take care.
Yo, listen up, this is Robbie G telling you.
Yeah, man, and this is Edison, the one, the only gold teeth, side teeth, front teeth, living Dana.
Radio Diamond on 87.7 FM.
Be there, I don't be nowhere.
Sin.
That's what I'm listening to, you get me? Nice.